Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well and staying safe. For this video we'll be going through an unboxing of Phobia, also known as Spy Death, from Zoids Build Them to Battle or Zoids Wild, and this was released by Hasbro back in 2020. So this is probably my second Zoids video that I've now done. So from what I understand, this Build Them to Battle is a redeco of the Zoids Wild line, and that would have been through Takara Tomy probably around 2019-ish, give or take. Still trying to get my head around it, but we'll slowly get there. So yes, second one I'm looking at, first one was Needle, so by the time this video goes live, Needle should have already graced the land of YouTube. So Phobia, from what I can see, and part of the reason why I picked it up, is a spider. For some reason I have a thing for 8-legged creatures, I don't know why. I'm not usually a fan of spiders anyway. But it looked nice, so why not? So here we have Phobia. Apologise in advance that the camera is acting up a bit today, unfortunately. Cover art of Phobia, quite nice. 35 pieces. And you can see some of the little window into the clamshell. And I believe that's probably part of Phobia's head. So we have the side of the box. Next, what do we have here? Phobia, Team Freedom once again. The other side, which is just Zoids. Bottom. And the back. So Phobia on the right, and a raptor model on the left, sold separately. So for this particular size of Zoids, I believe there were 4 in total, so 2 of the 4. Needle actually was paired off with a different Zoid kit, which I cannot remember off the top of my head. So this one here on the left would have been one of the others that can be picked up, and I may yet pick it up. I haven't decided. So that's not a bad quick look around the box. Pretty simple and standard. I will crack open the box and we will have a look at what's inside. I'm going to guess, now that I know they come in bags, probably another case of 3 bags, the plastic shell, and obviously the instructions and battle mat. So let's see what is inside. Okay, so now that we've cracked open the box, yes, I stand corrected. Well, don't have to stand corrected, I was correct. There were 3 bags of parts, which we will go through in a second. So starting with the instruction booklet. So just a recover of the box art, which actually does look quite nice. I don't believe the actual color of the plastic will be necessarily true to this, but that's okay. So before we get too carried away, so interesting black and white graphic. I think I already prefer Needle, but that's okay. And then a breakdown of the parts included. So there's the A bag, which isn't a lot. Probably majority of the back of Phobia. The B part, which is pretty much legs and everything else. And then this extra bag, which will have some extra parts in it. The rider and what could be a motorized part in some shape or form. So that's that section there. Now if we flip it around, so there you go, left to right. So there's the back side of Phobia. That motorized piece goes in there by the looks of it. And then putting the top on the bottom. And then forming up the rest of the body. I'm sure there is a proper correct term for it, but arachnid biology is not my thing. And then just going through the rest of the body, head, legs, final construction as well as the pilot, and then its special signature move. Now, how it does that on the battle maps, I, to be honest, have no idea. This looks somewhat involved, given that you have to flip some parts up and then trigger the motorized action, so interesting. I'm not sure how you would actually do that, but still some a nice little gimmick about it, so can't complain. So that's the instruction booklet. As we know, these things include a battle mat. I suspect it's probably the same one as the one that was included in Needle. The print is definitely the same on the back, so most likely it is the exact same battle mat. A little bit more worse for wear though. So I guess if we start looking at the actual parts included, so we'll start with A. I guess we'll do A this way. So A is just those two parts there. Detailing isn't too bad. I'm not sure how well it will come up on the camera. But there's a good amount of detailing in it. Bit of that pre-painting on the side with the black. And then the inside pretty much just hollow for your connection parts. The B bag. Now that pretty much has all your working parts really. See the legs, probably a bit of the midsection cover, some other connection bits. Not very colourful. Basically your purple, the black, your non-metallic gunmetal, I guess. And there's another purple piece. It is unfortunate purple isn't as dark as the art would suggest it would be, but still it's not too bad. I'm sure some panel lining or some weathering could actually give it a bit more life to it. And the extra bag, so there is the seated pilot who has managed to stick their leg out from one of the safety holes. Don't know how that's happened. Now once again, similar to the pilot of Needle, mad props on the detailing on that eye, especially as a pre-painted. That's some crazy detail. And then the other section, some of these purpley bits and the little motorized piece. And then lastly, in the little plastic shell, a sample purple piece and Phobia's head. So that's actually not too bad. I think this was 35 pieces. Yeah, 35 pieces. I believe needle was 33. So somehow it actually feels like there are more pieces here for Phobia than needle. But shouldn't be too bad. I mean, the basic entry ones. So I think having looked online for some extra details, they average between 30 and 40 pieces. The next size up goes up into a bit more, and then the size thereafter. And actually, I'm very tempted to see if I can pick up some of the other sizes. I think the next size up has 2 options, and I believe the size up thereafter has 3. So yes, it's becoming a weird case of gotta collect them all. And yet I was never a fan of, well, not as big a fan of Pokemon. I can't say I'm not a fan, just not as big a fan. Anyway, going back to the topic of Zoids and not Pokemon. So that pretty much covers the unboxing. Hopefully it should be a shorter video than what Needle was, since there was a little less preamble now that I have an idea of what to expect. I can't imagine it will take too long to build, so if and when I feel inclined to, I will build one of them, if not both, or get more, either or. And do a review sometime down the track. But no, I'm really looking forward to seeing how it looks in a completed state, and given that it's not a complex kit, it's possible maybe even using some of the real touch markers, might be able to do some basic weathering, maybe add a bit more colour. Being Zoids, they are that biomechanical type look versus pure mechanical or pure biological. So yes, there's a little flexibility there, but we'll see how it goes. It's not on my immediate plan to try and go too crazy with them just yet. Okay, so yep, everything is done and dusted. I'm actually looking at my notes just to make sure I've covered everything. I think I may have forgotten something on Needle previously, but should be okay. No, we're all good. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. Feel free to leave a comment down below and a like if you enjoyed this content. Subscribe if you wish to follow my channel and stay up to date with upcoming releases. Extra content can also be found on my Instagram account, link in the description down below. Once again, thank you for your support to help grow this channel. Please stay safe and take care, and I will see you in the next video. See ya.